Hello, and thanks for your interest in having me present at your event. I speak to business groups and self-employed professionals who want to break through their income ceilings, reduce working hours, and improve their quality of life. My topics focus on improving two key areas: personal performance, and by that I mean focus, organization, developing the right mindset. And the other topic is improving revenues and profits. In the excerpt you're about to see, I'm doing an opening address for a group of stressed out financial advisors who are about to spend 2 days at a business planning conference after enduring several weeks of real turmoil in the stock market. Believe me, I know what it's like to be under financial pressure. You know, there was a time when I was totally broke, practically homeless, and I had to spend a winter in Oklahoma. There was about 4 foot of what the Oklahomans called snow on the ground, but really it was this brown, icy muck. And the wind blew at about 80 miles an hour. And there I was, having come through the worst financial crisis of my life, living in a friend's borrowed 18-foot travel trailer. It was so cold at night that the only way I could sleep was to keep the gas oven on high. As cold and miserable as it was, there were so many warm and wonderful moments because the man I was in love with was in the same situation as I was in. And one day he brought me this beautiful black box. And inside the box was a strand of the most magnificent pearls. That necklace became my most valued possession. I got to know each and every pearl on the string. Each one had meaning and significance for me. And whenever I'd wear that necklace, people would tell me how radiant and beautiful I looked, and I knew it was just the pearls. And then one day, years later, when I had moved to Miami and I bought a home with real walls and central air and heat and everything, I had some girlfriends over to my house. We were going on a girls' night out. Our plan was to have a party before going out to an expensive fundraiser. And everybody was over at my house getting ready to go out. And I had laid out the things I was going to wear that night on my bed. And I had bought these great new Kenneth Cole shoes and a dress to go along with the shoes. And next to the dress, I put out my very precious pearls. And one of my girlfriends went over to the bed to inspect what I was wearing, reached for the pearls, and she said, "Geez, Mandy, I never figured you for somebody who'd wear these cheap imitations." See, what my girlfriend didn't realize was that the value of the pearls lay not in the price that was paid for them. The value of the pearls lay in the thought behind the gift. Your life is a gift of precious moments strung together. The value of your life, the meaning of your work lies not in the price you pay, not in the sacrifice and the stress. The value of your work lies in the thought behind what you do. In my book, Survival Guide for the Self-Employed, How to Thrive in Tough Economic Times, I use the wilderness as a metaphor for the business environment that we're in now. Do you know what's interesting? The most common reason businesses fail is the same as the number one reason people die out in the wilderness. Now, I bet some of you are thinking, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. I don't know any businesses that have failed from hypothermia. And the question I have for you is this: do people die in the wilderness because of hypothermia or because they failed to properly prepare for the possibility of extreme cold? You see, even in sub-zero temperatures, with proper preparation, people survive because they have the right training, the right conditioning, the right equipment. Business works exactly the same way. With proper preparation, not only can you survive the possibility of lean times, but you can use it as a launching pad for spectacular success. Look at companies like Disney, Microsoft, Wrigley Gum. All of them have their successes rooted in tough economic times. And if you've read the articles recently in USA Today and Inc. magazine, then you've seen evidence to support the idea that, in fact, a recession may be the best time to start and grow a business. You know, it's like going on vacation in the off-season. There's no crowds, you have free reign, and everything's on sale. So now let's talk about how we're going to launch your success